Alright, so I'm having to give it some accelerator pedal there. It wants to stop directly on the train tracks. That's a behavior that's been pretty much the same for all the betas so far, but now with 10.2 rolled out to quite a few more people, it's a bummer that it still wants to slow down on the train tracks. Worst time to change the lane, right? When there's another car merging in from another road. Bad time to change the lane. One thing Autopilot could definitely get better at is knowing when it's turn to go at 3- and 4-way stop signs. Sometimes it'll get there clearly the first car in the queue, and it'll get there and then another car will get there, or bike in that case, and it'll want to wait, so you have to give it the accelerator push to really get it to go through the... There we go. Oh, second time's a little bit more herky. Yep, keep going. And the exit. Yeah, okay. Better on the back end. Nice. Readjusted the angle. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting corner case. Definitely not gonna mess around with that one. Some situations you want to see what Autopilot's going to do. Other situations you don't. Other situations you just want to do yourself. and that was definitely one of them. And there's a stop sign here. Alright, stopping like a car length behind the stop bar, and then having to give it the accelerator pedal to actually go, because now it's its turn, because because it was first. Similar to 10.1 on Tropical Trail, when there's obstacles in your lane that you break the double yellow for, I just would get over way sooner. It seems like it only gets over right at the last second, and if there's anybody standing on the back of that trailer, they're probably like, yo, hey, I'm in the road, you gotta move over. Just from a comfort perspective, just give people the benefit of the doubt of thinking that you're gonna, you're not gonna hit them. So wait a second to enable it till traffic is better, because it doesn't really wait, it just kind of goes. See, like there's a car. It just is like, oh, I'm enabled now, I'm gonna go. And it would sort of turn right out into them. Paused, waiting for our turn, creeping forward. There's no cars. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Alright, starts 2, and then it hesitates. And then now it's going. 10, 11, 12. Oh. Bummer. Okay, let's go do some unprotected lefts. Doesn't seem like those are much changed or improved. Those seem about on par with what I've experienced so far. No traffic, so this is just sort of a test case of how it does it all the time, I guess. Whether there's cars or not, it'll sort of just do that. So I'm gonna go back. Alright, so this truck we're gonna need to stop for. Can't just go right out. And this green line here is green the whole time. And now it's clear. That wasn't really a good example. Sure. Okay, so we're coming up on a turn lane here with a bunch of oncoming cars. And the delineator between is Autopilot gonna pause is if this green line turns to gray. And it's green right now. Okay, now it turns to gray, but then it's back to green. It's pretty unsure of itself. Okay. That was about the smallest gap I would have given it, but it did wait, and that's probably the first time I've seen it wait at an intersection like that. Let's do that again. So this one is basically another kind of unprotected left, because we're going to be going across these two lanes going this way, and it's completely clear. Okay. So it's completely clear from this way, but you had a lot of cars coming that way, and you can't just go. So this is kind of, you can see it's still creeping forward a little bit, and there's still a lot of cars coming. Yep, I'm pressing the brake. I'm trying to get back. I think this is a situation where, like Elon mentioned, he would want it to do a quick little reverse, but I don't think there's any situation in which you should do that. You should just not advance until you're ready to go. So here, truck coming, it's, yeah, you gotta not do that. And then giving it gas, it just gives up on the left turn. So let's see what it does here. Okay, so now it's gonna swerve over, and well, we're gonna try it again, I guess. But this is that kind of loop that you get into, even still on 10.2, that once you're in the loop, I guess navigation and autopilot aren't talking to each other enough to tell it, no, you have to go left there or find a different route. Like, continuing to do the same thing over and over is not getting you anywhere from A to B standpoint. And maybe a gap. Not one I would wait for. Or not one I would go for. So autopilot waited again. Oh, a little bit of gas. There we go. Okay, so 2 for 2 there. Yeah, 2 for 2 there. So if you're on the accelerator and then you just press up here, it like stutters the motors. If that's super weird. So like you're on the accelerator. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, that doesn't seem normal. That seems like a bad behavior for sure. Alright, so they advanced. There's not enough of a gap to go, I would say. No, nope, no, no. You can't be jolting forward like that. Now there's a gap. So it's starting to, you know, wait, I think. I don't know if these are such lucky gaps, but 3 so far, and it seems like it's starting to wait for crossing traffic, which is good. You know, that's obviously what we want. But it just is still so like hesitant that it doesn't really feel like it's I don't know, seeing all the traffic that's there, it's kind of just like oh no, maybe, shoot. You know, it's like it doesn't really inspire much confidence yet. Got a lot of cars coming towards us. Alright, line's still green, there it turned to gray right there. Alright, so there's a little bit of an acceleration, but then it halts. And then a little hesitation, a little halt, and no decision made. And now it's in the driving lanes. Lots of cars still. Green, alright, there it's gray. Unable to complete maneuver. Why? Never seen that before. Just do it. You got the green. Oh, that's weird. It's never given me unable to do an unprotected left. Alright, we're gonna try another across all the lanes unprotected left. So we're creeping. Now there's a big gap. on both sides, completely clear to go both ways. Nice. All right, pausing a little bit in the middle and then boosting. All right, that was about as good as any unprotected left has ever been. Bravo. Bravo. It's still creeping forward when it should just sit there and pause, but that is huge progress. Huge, huge, huge. And coming from someone who's been pretty critical of the unprotected lefts, that was really good. Alright, so they're kind of another aggressive turn. I don't think it's going to make this turn. Oh, or it's just going to do it from the driving lane. Okay. Yeah. That's not... That's going to need some feedback. There's no cars around us, so in situations where, you know, you're not inconveniencing anyone, I'll kind of let it be a little bit silly and record the sort of snapshot, if you will. But if there was cars in my driving lane, or there was someone actually properly in the turn lane, of course I wouldn't, you know, let that go. But when there's no cars to be inconvenienced, you know, you can kind of let it have a little bit more leeway to it. What you give it. On the way to check out 95, if we have sort of the one stack to rule them all, or if it's still Navigate on Autopilot and Beta combined together, we will have one final unprotected left. So gap from the left, but there's a car crossing in front. We got another little gap after this red car, if it goes for it definitively, which it doesn't, but it still kind of is rolling. Yep, pressing the brake so I can move back. You can see on the screen how far forward of the stop bar we are. And it's completely clear, there's no reason to need to advance. Oh, come on. There you go. So here, still slowly moving forward. Okay, now we're stopped. You can kind of hear the brakes pulsating a little bit. And we're rolling forward again. Now we're like in the crosswalk. Completely clear from the left and right. Punch it. 3, 2, 1, punch it. Punch it. Punch it. Okay, there, finally, after like 6, 7, 8 seconds, it does it. But not often are you gonna get a 6, 7, 8 second gap in traffic. You gotta be faster on the punch. Punch it. You might go too early, and then you go too late, and then you go too early, and then too late, and then too early, and then too late, and then eventually you find like that middle. Okay, so we're coming onto the highway here. It kind of bobs over to that edge of the lane when it is trying to merge over, and it looks like we're just back on Navigate on Autopilot. So, still no one stack. It's been talked about for like 4 or 5 updates now. It's supposed to be 10. Then 10.0.1, then 10.1, now 10.2. Still no full stack. Okay. That'll probably do it for this video. Maybe I'll do some more unprotected lefts testing here in the future. But 10.2 seems better for unprotected lefts, but still the same in a lot of ways. So we'll see what 10.3 brings, I guess. But yeah, and some interesting new behavior too with the, you know, you could be on the accelerator like here, and it's like jolting forward. It'll be interesting to see if other beta testers are experiencing that, or if that's just something with me. But that'll probably do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.